Wait till you get a load of Christine O'Donnell. She's a Tea Party candidate in Delaware, right? Now, they found some old comments of her from the 1990s. And before I read you this, I want you to understand the context. The Republican Party thinks she's awful, okay? That's how extreme she is. Here's the state party chairman, Tom Ross. He says, quote, she's not a viable candidate for any office in the state of Delaware. Quote, she could not be elected dog catcher, right? So she's way too far to the right for the Republican Party in Delaware. Now, look, a lot of Tea Party people would say, hey, well, that's who we want to overthrow, the Republican Party establishment. Okay, now let's see if the state of Delaware will elect this woman. Here's some of her comments. First, she was on an MTV series called Sex in the 90s, where she was in favor of course, abstinence. That's normal. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it's normal, right? But she went on to be against masturbation. Interesting. So here's what she said. Quote, the Bible says that lust in your heart is committing adultery. And so you can't masturbate without lust. You got to give her credit on the second part, Michael. That one's kind of true.
Right, yeah.
That'd be hard to pull off. So she's against masturbation. She continues. The reason that you don't tell people that masturbation is the answer to AIDS and all these other problems that come with sex outside of marriage is because, again, it is not addressing the issue. You're just going to create somebody who is, I was going to say, toying with his sexuality. Pardon the pun. Okay. Now, look, the anti-masturbation platform in Delaware, I don't think is going to go very far. But I thought that last comment was the most interesting. So anybody who's ever masturbated is, quote, toying with their sexuality? What does that even mean? Is she saying that they turn gay or something? What planet is she on?
You know, I don't know. I you know, you read. It's sort of like there's nothing more we can say after what she has said. And the fact that the Republicans have distanced themselves in Delaware from her is all we have to know. But I mean, this is. You want this? These are the people the Tea Party are putting out there. These are the crazy wackos that are showing up to Tea Party events and then running for office. And she's a serious candidate. I mean, she's taking herself seriously. They have their primaries on September 14th there, and you know, these kind of comments just. I mean, it just goes to the root of how crazy these people are.
All right. By the way, one last thing. She said if you do age-appropriate sex education, that could convince children that strangers with candy were, quote, not so creepy.